Hi everyone. Hi everyone. We have the Fin team here. They have just returned from the beach. Yesterday was another day of ancestral worship when people came in cars, in motorbikes, in trucks to bathe on the beach, and unfortunately they leave their clothes on the beach as well. And to cater to the nourishment of these people, the beach also welcomes about 50 to 60 shopkeepers selling all kinds of wares. Now, what's the beach like the day after? Chris, how was the beach?
There were clothes everywhere. There were orange peels from vendors that come, and they come from elsewhere. They sell orange juice, and then they just leave the plastic box there and the orange peels, and the clothes are just in the water, and they're getting stuck in the sand way too much for anyone to pick up or clean up. At least that's what they think anyway, so they just leave it there. And yeah, the locals aren't happy, but it seems the politicians are completely okay with it, so it's disgraceful. Yeah.
The other thing that we found out as well, which is really sad, is turtles actually are born here and then they head out to the sea. But to be honest, the amount of plastic and the amount of rubbish, like, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the turtles end up dying on their way out, and they are really upset about it as well. Like, it's not like the fishermen are like, oh, whatever, like, they're genuinely upset, and it's really sad to see that the politicians don't care. Essentially what Chris said, like, they came here and they were like, what are you talking about? Like, the waste just goes into the sea and it disappears and it's not our problem anymore. Which is just a really ignorant way of looking at stuff, which is quite sad.
What else did you find on the beach? So did you see things in the water? Did you see things on the beach? And how far into the beach was the rubbish?
So walking on the beach, it was honestly quite devastating to see. You could not walk a meter without finding rubbish beneath your feet. Everything from fruit waste to clothing to plastic waste. It was everywhere, and it's sad to see that it's in a place that is so beautiful being harmed by such waste.
Did you see any other types of waste on the beach?
Yeah, so we saw a lot of feces, both dog and human feces, and then the waste, I would say, went about 20 meters from the shoreline down, and you could see like at least like 6 or 7 garments like piled on top of each other. And then from walking from the start of the shoreline all the way down to the water there was rubbish, including like nets, fishermen's nets, ropes and things like that. And then the other kind of bits, like there was little bits of plastic, so like people's bottles that they had left and things like that as well.
Did you find any remnants of the shops on the beach?
Of people selling things.
Yes.
So we saw a lot of fruit, bananas. We saw a stand that was supposed to be, what they told us was a juice stand that they sell juice yesterday in the festival, and they left the plastic box there and all the orange peels there.
So what is most interesting in this is that Kameshwaram has been declared open defecation free. So there is something called ODF and ODF++. So obviously even with ODF, open defecation free, this village hasn't become open defecation free if we count the beach also as part of the village.